Welcome back to more scary stories by Steph. Turn down the lights, get cozy, and listen to my latest tale. Don't forget to like and subscribe, so you always know when the newest video comes out. Several years ago, a woman went to this estate sale. You know, one of those big old houses, everything must go, super old furniture, boxes of dusty books, all that. She wasn't really planning to buy anything serious, just browsing, but tucked away in the corner of this bedroom upstairs, she spotted this old doll. It was different. Porcelain face, little glass eyes that almost shined even in the dusty room, a faded dress. You know when something is just off, but you can't quite put your finger on it. That was this doll, but she loved weird vintage stuff, and it felt wrong just leaving it there. So, against her better judgment, she bought it. $10. Cash. She even joked with the woman running the sale about how creepy it was. She didn't laugh. She just kind of looked at her, like she wanted to say something but didn't. The woman brought it home, set it up on this little side table in her living room, and honestly, she forgot about it for the first day. But then things started happening. It started small. One night, she's sitting in the kitchen, scrolling through her phone, and she heard what sounded like whispering. Very faint, like when you leave the TV on low in another room. Except she didn't have anything on. She muted her phone, listened, nothing. She figured it was just her imagination. Then the next night, she's in the living room, same room where the doll was, and a picture frame just falls right off the shelf. No draft, no earthquake, no nothing. It wasn't near the edge. It didn't slip. It just fell. She stared at that doll for a long time after that. She swore it had shifted. Not moved across the table or anything that obvious, but it was definitely facing her in a way it hadn't been before. That's when she started noticing the shadows. At night, in the hallway, just beyond the living room, you'd see them moving, like someone was walking by, even though she lives alone. She'd hear footsteps upstairs. And once, she swore, she heard giggling. That was the night she stopped sleeping. She thought, maybe it's stress. Maybe I'm just scaring myself because I expect to be scared. So she tried to ignore it. For 3 more nights. Big mistake. One night around 3 a.m., classic horror story time, right, she woke up to this loud crash downstairs. She grabbed her phone, turned on every single light she could as she went down, and there, in the middle of her living room floor, was the doll. It had been on the side table. It was now 5 feet away, lying face up, arms outstretched. Almost like it had fallen trying to walk. She didn't scare easy, but her hands were shaking so badly she almost dropped her phone. That was it. She wasn't about to try to tough it out anymore. The next morning, she called someone she never thought she'd actually need in real life, a paranormal investigator. She found me through a friend of a friend. I don't advertise much, but everyone told her I was legit. I showed up that night. I walked into her house, and immediately I felt it. I said, "It's heavy in here." No small talk, no warming up. I went straight to business. I didn't even touch the doll, I just looked at it and said, "You picked up something that didn't want to leave." I pulled out all my tools. The only ones I needed. Palo Santo wood, blessed holy water in a spray bottle, to get into all the corners. I walked around, burnt the Palo Santo, and sprayed the holy water, said the prayer to Saint Michael, and when I was done, sat her down. I told her the spirit liked playing tricks, and making noise. I told her I had a collection of haunted items, many of which were dolls. Without hesitation she told me to take her. I agreed. A few weeks later she let me know everything was back to normal and thanked me. One question, was she doing the same at my house now? I told her nothing more than the others did once in a while to get attention. Maybe having other haunted dolls around, and knowing she was in a home that understood, quieted her down. Every once in a while we will hear a giggle. It's okay. Jessica knows she's home. I hope you enjoyed tonight's story. Let me know in the comments if you've ever seen anything like this before. Don't forget to leave a like, it really helps. And if you like the paranormal, consider subscribing. It's free, and you'll always know when the next video comes out. Sweet dreams.